Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do a PUBG test between the Poco X3 Pro versus the Xiaomi Mi 10T. And guys, and the Xiaomi Mi 10T has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 processor with Adreno 650 GPU, while the Poco X3 Pro has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 860 processor with Adreno 640 GPU as well. On the front, we have a 6.67-inch Full HD IPS LCD display on both phones. We have 120Hz refresh rate display on the Poco X3 Pro, while on the Mi 10T we have a 144Hz refresh rate display on the Mi 10T, and you can see, and that's a big difference between these two devices. And also on the Mi 10T, it is a little bit more expensive phone than the Poco X3 Pro, and also both phones give you a punch hole which is on the center on the Poco X3 Pro as compared to on the left hand side on the Mi 10T. And also on the Poco X3 Pro we have a Corning Gorilla Glass version 6 on the front, while on the Mi 10T we have a Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on the Mi 10T, although the back is made up of glass on the Mi 10T. While on the Poco X3 Pro we get a plastic on the back, so that's a really big difference between these two devices. So everything is closed up in the background and you can see, and also we have same Wi-Fi network on both phones. Again, both phones also has dual speakers, so that's a really good thing as well. And guys, on the Poco X3 Pro we also get a headphone jack, and you can see, which is not really available on the Mi 10T as you can see. And guys, and without wasting time, now let's quickly launch the PUBG Mobile on both phones. And I also launched the game mode on both phones. You can also see the FPS as well, and you can see. And Mi 10T it is faster there, which is obvious because we have a better GPU on the Mi 10T. But you can see that Mi 10T it is very fast phone as compared to the Poco X3 in terms of game uploading time. So you can see that huge difference between these two devices. And as you can see that game it is on. So first let me go to the settings on both phones, and now let's go to the graphics on both phones, and you can see, now let's go smooth. And this way, and the Mi 10T is give you a smooth graphics with 90 FPS, and you can see 90 FPS on the Mi 10T, while on the Poco X3 Pro we get a maximum extreme FPS right now. I hope that in the future we also see 90 FPS on the Poco X3 Pro, but as of now we have extreme maximum 60 FPS gameplay on the Poco X3 Pro, while on the Mi 10T we get a maximum 90 FPS. So now let's play on smooth with 90 FPS on the Mi 10T as compared to smooth extreme on the X3 Pro. And also I set the style on the colorful on both phones. So first, now let's play on the Poco X3 Pro, and guys, now let's play Arena on the Poco X3 Pro first. After that we will see the performance of the Mi 10T. And let me increase the volume, and you can see we have dual speakers, and you can also see the FPS as well. And let me show you the FPS, and maximum we get 60 FPS gameplay on the Poco X3 Pro as well. Now let's play a little bit on the Poco X3 Pro. After that we will see the performance on the Mi 10T as well. And guys, also now let's see the gyro on the X3 Pro as well. So now let's on the gyro as well, and you can see really good, no issue right now.
Killing spree for the red team.
So guys, you can see that on the Poco X3 Pro, and the gameplay it is really good on the Poco X3 Pro as well. No lag whatsoever in the arena. So now let's play on the Xiaomi Mi 10T, and now let's decrease the volume on the XC Pro, and now let's increase the volume on the Mi 10T. And again we have dual speakers on both phones, but again we have headphone jack on the XC Pro, which is not really available on the Mi 10T. And guys, game it is on. So now let's see the FPS. And you can see FPS it is at 90 right from the start. I definitely recommend the Mi 10T or the Poco XC Pro. And guys, now let's see the gyro on the Mi 10T as well. So you can see that the gyro it is also work really good on the Mi 10T. I would say more responsive on the Mi 10T because we have 90 FPS. And you can see no issue right now. And guys, also, and right from the start, the Mi 10T is perform much better than the Poco XC Pro because we have 90 FPS support on the Mi 10T as compared to 60 FPS on the XC Pro. So that's a big thing. And guys, I have to say that and the touch response it is also more good on the Mi 10T because this phone has a higher 90 FPS gameplay. So everything it is looks super smooth. Now let's see the FPS one more time. So you can see that FPS it is again at 90. So no issue right now on the Mi 10T as well. So guys, you can see that, and the Mi 10T it is also perform really good in the PUBG mobile game. So overall I have to say that as you can see that, and both phones is perform really good in the PUBG mobile game. Obviously we have a 90 FPS support on the Mi 10T, while on the Poco XC Pro we get a 60 FPS maximum gameplay. I hope in the future we also see 90 FPS support on the Poco XC Pro as well, but right now the gameplay it is more better on the Mi 10T. Overall I have to say that yes, definitely Mi 10T it is a much better phone than the Poco XC Pro because we have 90 FPS support on the Mi 10T as compared to 60 FPS maximum on the Poco XC Pro, but overall no issue in the gameplay. So that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this PUBG test between the Poco XC Pro versus the Xiaomi Mi 10T. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. And also I don't see any heating issue on both phones. Very normal right now. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace out.